Hello, and welcome to Module 3 of PQP Part 1 at Lakehead University. I would like to begin by acknowledging that I am currently situated upon traditional territories. The territories include the Wendat, the Anishinaabe Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Mississaugas of the New Credit First Nation, and the Métis Nation. I would also like to acknowledge the enduring presence of all First Nations people upon this territory. So welcome to Module 3, and Module 3 is a really, really long module. So I'm going to ask you to please take the time that you need to feel comfortable with this module. It is a lot of really, really complicated material that has to do with the Education Act. And I want to assure you that no one knows the Education Act. It is, it's a very, very, very large compilation of material, and what we want to do is be able to reference it when necessary and understand some of the reasoning behind certain decisions. So I think that in order to be successful or in order to feel comfortable with any kind of legislation, you need to know who to consult. So who can you reach out to? Who's there to support you? Who are you able to talk to about any issue that arises? So make sure that you keep that in mind. Consult, consult, consult. Having said that, I know that many of you are in the process of consulting with your mentor, either a principal or a practicing vice principal, about your practicum proposal form. Again, the only thing that needs to be completed for the leadership practicum during part 1 is the practicum proposal form. But we are asking you to post this as soon as possible. It is really important to have this completed. You'll feel much better. You'll feel like, oh boy, I've really accomplished something. And also because you want to engage in these conversations not all at once. Like, you want to be able to take the time to engage in these conversations in stages, so to allow time for reflection. So part of the practicum, the leadership practicum, which is not due until 3 months after you complete part 2, is a reflective journal. So make notes about that process of discernment, how you're going about finding a topic, what are some of the considerations, some of the changes you make after speaking with your mentor. Keep notes about that because you'll find it to be very useful. Just like there's a log for PQP Part 1 where we keep track of how we've spent our time, there's also a log for the leadership practicum. So whenever you're working on the leadership practicum, just jot down some notes, what you're thinking about, the discernment process, your reflection on it, and the time that you've taken and what you've been doing. Again, the logs are very, very, very simple. So it's date, activity, the time consideration. For the leadership practicum, the reflective journal goes into a bit more detail. And again, at the beginning of the course, there are examples of leadership practicums completed, and there are also all of the requirements for the leadership practicum. But for PQP Part 1, the only requirement is that you complete that practicum proposal form. So again, I'm going to ask you to begin posting those in the assignment folder. The sooner the better. I can continue to give you feedback. I can sign these so that you have an electronic copy. And again, please do not worry about anything. If you have any questions, wonderings, just reach out to me. Especially with Module 3, please take your time. Please don't worry about the fact that it's a very long module. Just take the time you need in order to feel comfortable with that process. And again, anytime you have anything that you're wondering, please reach out. I can get back to you, phone, Google Meet, text, email, whatever is comfortable for you. So reach out, and thank you. It's been such a great pleasure working with all of you and learning with all of you. I'm looking forward to continuing this journey discussing some Education Act and some of the things that, as a principal, we need to recognize we are responsible for, and how we can go about doing this in in a way that's both responsible and allows us to look after the things that are most important, which is, of course, student achievement, equity, and well-being. Okay, so thank you, and looking forward to seeing you online.